Hello, hola, guten tag, bonjour, konnichiwa, namaste. My name is the Niche Guy, and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about why FNAF is the worst indie game franchise of all time. Before I start, keep in mind that this is a niche opinion that from my point of view isn't the right one, but I'd love to see yours in the comments down below. Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game created by game developer Scott Cawthon, in which animatronics hunt you during the night, while you sit in a chair as a helpless security guard, waiting for the clock to strike 6. Let me backtrack. You are entirely helpless as you have the ability to use your battery-operated doors, shine a light, or check the staticky cameras. Then future summons of the franchise are barely usable. Security breach. This simple gameplay experience is entirely carried by the sound and aesthetic of the game, which gives off the creepy vibe to it. For example, the ambience. That is enough about the first game. An acceptable, well-made entry to the video game horror community. It is everything else that is the main problem. The main attraction, or should I say, Fazbear's entertainment, is the jump scare mechanic, a horror staple of adrenaline. This common technique is used to get an audience out of their seat as an unexpected image pops up in their line of sight. It can be very effective, if used properly. And that's a big if. Now we run into a problem with this franchise. The overabundance of the same mechanic used over and over again. It's not just the idea of a jump scare that is the problem. It's the fact that you, as the player, develop a rhythm while playing the game. When you develop a rhythm of how to survive, you add that to the fact that you've already expect what the animatronics paths will be, it completely loses the horror feeling it originally had. I guess you consider that a critique of many games in the horror genre. But when you do it for 8 years straight and pump the same type of experience out essentially once a year, it gets very repetitive. That repetitive nature is also seen when you are screwed in game, for example. So let's take a situation where your doors won't close in the first game. At that moment, you know that you cannot get out of the situation alive. So you just put the camera up and down and take the loss. It isn't even remotely scary. Now, I would like to move on to the scariest part of the franchise, which isn't security breach. Surprisingly, it's the fan base. I understand that there are many fans of the FNAF franchise that are good, upstanding citizens. And then there's everybody else. A common argument when talking about the fan bases is that they shouldn't impact your enjoyment of the game. That is a valid criticism for critics, but if you're talking about a franchise like FNAF, it was entirely built off of the fans. The theories throughout, all the games, essentially completely shaped the way Scott created these games. He kept familiar mechanics and didn't strive too deep into his creative juices, so he could stay and satisfy the ridiculous fan base that followed these games. This led to mediocrity reviewed entries, which probably shrunk the fan base immensely, as people like myself realized that the games weren't really good in general. What was a fun idea in the last shot at a career, I still have respect for Scott Cawthon for continuing his love for making games. Until that was shafted from him too. I just want to see what the FNAF movie will entail at this point. I really do trust Blumhouse Studios. Above all else, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe button, and if you haven't already, comment down below what you think of the FNAF franchise. Have a good day, and keep it niche.